Hi, welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Millicent and I'm a Montessori home educator to my 5-year-old son Jedi. Additionally, I'm also using my 12 plus years of experience, knowledge and expertise as an early years and Montessori educator to guide and support parents and their families as a coach and mentor. Today, I bring you good news because I am going to be speaking to those parents who believe, are convinced and even insist that they can never teach their own children. I've come to realize that this particular mindset stems from two places, programming and perspective. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing this number of tips, because I don't know how many I'll end up sharing, to help transform your mind so you can start seeing yourself and even become the parent that can teach their own child. Because as certain as I am that the sun is the center of our solar system, the answer to the question, can a parent teach their child, is most definitely a resounding yes. Mind you, everything that I'll be sharing is in alignment with the Montessori philosophy and method. So if you desire to be an active player or participant in your child's education and learning from home, in no particular order, these points would definitely help you. Number one, you must be aware that there's a method to the madness of Montessori. And this is the process. Montessori begins with the preparation of the adult. Then comes the preparation of the environment, and finally you bring in the child to engage. A lot of people do this in reverse and they wonder why they are getting into problems. In the Montessori method, the adult's preparation is crucial and ongoing, which means that it is meant to be a lifelong process and not just a destination. Now, if you're wondering, how can I know if I'm becoming a prepared adult? Well, the prepared adult is one who is organized, has a good sense of order, is disciplined, and is open to learning. You know why? You cannot give to the child or expect from them something that you are not or you haven't given, because environment teaches and influences behavior, and you, my friend, the adult, you're a part of the environment. Number two, you need to realize that what you set out to teach may be very different from what the child ends up learning. One of the things that mar the success of home education is the adult's agenda. We feel the child should be learning the things that we think that they should be learning. And then we end up frustrated or disappointed when we don't see the outcomes that we expected. You need to free yourself from the pressure of judging yourself, your efforts, your potential, and your ability based on outcome that you have set out. It's not about you at the end of the day. It's about the child. Number three, learn to observe, because observation is what makes the difference between success and struggle in you teaching your child. If you're wondering what observation is, it is simply paying attention to your child to learn about your child. The more you develop your powers of observation, you will start to notice things like what they select, what they didn't select, how long they did certain things for, are they involving you, are they not involving you. You will generally learn about your child, not the materials, not the environment, it's about the child. And the more you observe the child, the more you start to learn how to tweak the environment, how to curate it, how to change it to be more suitable to the developmental needs of your child. So definitely build your powers of observation. Oh, Lord, help me. Number four, if you want to implement the Montessori method of education to teach your child, then you really have to understand what it means to follow the child. And this is what it means. Following the child means knowing the developmental stage of your child, as well as the sensitive periods that they're exhibiting, and then you curate an environment with materials and resources or activities to meet those two. It is not about jumping from one interest to the other. That is fleeting, it is impulse, and it is not sustainable. Neither is it about waiting for the stars to align before you move. Like I said, take note of your child's developmental stage. Take note of the sensitive periods that they are exhibiting, and then give them materials and resources to support those two. Following the child means working with nature to actualize the potential of the child. And yes, you will need to have a knowledge of child development. So read. Number five, get comfortable with making mistakes. The Montessori approach as an educational method is inherently designed for the child to learn by making mistakes and figuring things out over time through repetition. The same applies to you. So start teaching your child. Will you make mistakes? Yes. Will you get things wrong? Yes. But guess what? With time, Practice makes you better. Number 6, practice patience with your child. Why? You do it with everyone else. We make excuses for colleagues at work we absolutely cannot stand, and we even make excuses for total strangers we encounter every day who piss us off. But when it comes to our children, our impatience is at maximum. Why? We've bought into the narrative and the belief that parents and their children cannot coexist in a space for a long time without getting on each other's nerves. And I think this is unhealthy. You can choose to have patience with your child. You can choose to have respect for your child. It is within your power. And I urge you to make that choice, because it is going to be one of the reasons why your child will trust you to be their teacher. Number 7, establish a routine and be consistent. Your child will be consistent when you are consistent. Number 8, be consistent in modeling the behaviors and practices that you would like to see from your child. Environment teaches and influences behavior, so you take the lead in teaching by doing. Number 9, get out of your own way. It's not about you. Don't think that the child is refusing to understand the lesson that you've presented. Don't think that they are refusing to choose the materials that you stayed up overnight to prepare and put on the shelf. It is not about you, okay? This ties to observation, okay? You have to learn to be very self-aware of yourself, but at the same time, be observant and attentive of the child. So that way, when things don't go the way you plan, it's not because the child doesn't want to do something for you. It's because you need to understand something about the child and the environment to make sure that you can tweak or move the right pieces and the two of them can come together. Your job is to be a bridge between the environment and the child. So if something is not going according to plan, it's not about you. You need to observe, you need to assess so that you can do what you can to bring those two together in harmony, and then all will be well with the world. And the child, of course. And finally, number 10, you definitely need to put in the preparatory work to help you gain the clarity and confidence that you need to be able to teach your child. And I can help you with this. So head on to my website, www.homelearningstudio.com, to find out more about my coaching program and other services. That's it for today's video. I hope this has been immensely helpful. I am going to sign up now, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Later.